Right, welcome ladies and gents. We've got some more nonsense to do with Doctor Who. It's my favourite segment actually. I do enjoy it because it's just so funny. You've got someone, and the people keep defending him. You know, Russell T Davies. He's going to save Doctor Who. He's saving it. It's amazing. And yet he's going back and changing the things that you enjoyed and what obviously made Doctor Who for also really pathetic nonsense reasons. So I thought we'd take a look at this. If you didn't know, Russell T Davies changed Davros. So, Davros, if you didn't know, Daleks. Creator of the Daleks. He's in a life support machine. Russell T Davies simplified that to wheelchair user. He's evil in a wheelchair. We've got to change that. That's problematic. Who? I mean, that's a massive self-report. Who actually thinks like that in 2024? Are you insane? No one thinks like that. Furthermore, he also included in some of the recent specials a wheelchair user that is very, very happy to shoot rocket launchers from her wheelchair. So if you're going to tell me on one hand, well, wheelchair user evil, Davros, in a life support machine, so it's not a wheelchair, but wheelchair user armed to the teeth? Okay then. Absolute nonsense. So let's dive into this today. Super, super funny. Hit subscribe if you're new here. And we'll take a look at this. So, Doctor Who showrunner addresses the divisive change to classic Whoniverse. Ugh, I hate calling it that. Villain Davros' appearance. Oh yes. So, as a bit of a background, this article notes that shortly before Doctor Who's 60th anniversary specials aired, the BBC released a 5-minute short for children in need, in that the 14th Doctor, newly regenerated, inadvertently travelled back to the time when Davros was creating his Daleks, which were then known as the Mark III travel machine. So Julian Bleach reprised the role, but ditched the familiar wheelchair and prosthetics to play a Davros who had not yet gone through the transformation, which left his future self scarred and weakened. So the short was tongue-in-cheek and a humorous way to reveal that the Doctor inadvertently named his greatest nemesis and even provided at least part of their iconic appearance. So in a new interview, he's also said this before, but this is new anyway, Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies has confirmed this change to Davros is permanent. So you're permanently destroying it because you're a raging dipshit. And was made not just to show what he looked like when he was young, but there were serious, apparently, Yahtzee vibes, but to move on from potentially problematic stereotypes. What? Problematic that the Yahtzees were bad? I mean, what are you doing? Of course they're bad. They're Yahtzees. Replace the Y for an N. What are you doing, you epic moron? Next, guys, they'll be changing Star Wars because there's serious Yahtzee vibes in Star Wars. I mean, it's just absurd. It's insane. So here, check this out. What an absolute idiot. We had long conversations about bringing Davros back. I'll stop you there. You didn't need to have long conversations. You just needed to bring him back. You didn't need to have... What conversations did you need to be... What was it about? Well, because he's a fantastic character, but time and society and culture and taste has moved on. No, it's not. You know what it has moved on? By all of, like, the 4 people still watching. You've checked out of, like, over half the audience. Idiot. And there's a problem with Davros of old in that he's a wheelchair user who is evil. No, he's not. It's a life support machine. No one honestly looks at Davros unless you're an absolute moron, an imbecile, and goes, that's a bloody wheelchair. Are you stupid? Come on. And even if they did make that correlation, or he's in a wheelchair, they're not going to go, well, he's evil, so everyone in a wheelchair is evil. What a moron. And I had problems with that. Yeah, of course you did. I bet you've got problems with everything. And a lot of us on the production team had problems with that, of associating disability with evil. That's you. That is a self-report on you. No one associates disability with evil. What is wrong with you? And trust me, there's a very long tradition of this. there's also the inverse of that, where people have gadgets, like disabled people are protectors. I mean, do I need to reference RoboCop, for instance? I mean, that guy's got like not even half a body, and he's saving the city. Is that a serious implication that disabled people, bionic people, amputees, I mean, that's like some serious amputee shit, but amputees are now cops or something? I mean, it's just absurd. I'm not blaming people in the past at all, but the world changes, and when the world changes, Doctor Who has to change as well. So he made the choice to bring back Davros without the facial scarring and without the wheelchair or his support unit. That's all it is just a support unit, which functions as a wheelchair. It doesn't function as a wheelchair. It functions as a life support unit. I say, this is how we see Davros now. This is what he looks like. This is 2023. This is our lens. This is our eye. Things used to be black and white. They're not in black and white anymore. And Davros used to look like that, and he looks like this now. And we are absolutely standing by it. It's a night where issues of disability and otherness or being excluded from society come right to the front of our conversation. So, of all the nights to make this change, I thought it was absolutely vital to do this. I'm very, very, very proud of the fact we have. Yeah, because you just want to virtue signal like a twat. You're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Like this nonsense of, well, you know, he's a wheelchair user who's evil. That's like saying you've included a black doctor who's gay. Whoa, you can't do that because now you're implying that all black people are gay. I mean, what are you doing? This is the delineation of what you're saying. You're an idiot of epic proportions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Doctor Who is completely dead. Because this is like micromanagement on an epic scale, and it's painful to watch. It's when people grab what you enjoy and just start fucking plucking at the threads. Yeah, that seam, we've got to pick that, we've got to change that slightly, and then before you know it, the whole tapestry has unwoven. The whole thing is unwoven. No one, literally no one, was like, oh, he's in a wheelchair and he's evil. All people in wheelchairs are evil. That is such a myopic worldview. And that's what it's a big self-report. Oh, we didn't want to associate disability with evil. That's a self-report. No one bloody thought that. Literally no one was like, oh, he's evil because he's in a wheelchair. Obviously. No one thought, well, you know, he's in a wheelchair, so that's why he's gone mental and created, you know, galaxy-destroying apocalyptic creatures. No one thought that. Plum. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.